Здорово, Серега.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте, сударь. Бон аппетит.
Серега, ты еще мути. Здравствуй, Сереж. Ничего, ты что скажешь? Только у тебя заставка идет, а не игра. Слышал, Серега? Сережа? А? Может, мне просто игру надо выбрать, а не одни приставку? Может, мне игру надо выбрать, а не приставку? ОБС тебе стоит.
Чтение меню. Выкль нажмите пробел, чтобы переключить. Специальный.
22 числа x2 будет. Или да, x2.
А чё это так?
На даунтаун у меня будет x2.
Можем,
А, на даунтауне.
Даун.
можем это перетереть, повесить.
Так, ну чё мы?
Ну, вообще ни одного не встретил. О, нашел оленя, нашел еще что-то вроде там есть.
Если кто-то хочет что-то пообщаться, пишите в чате сразу.
Сейчас зайду. Что ты спрашивал? Тебя опять заставил.
Я знаю, что у меня заставка.
Еще немножко убавить.
Чтение меню, нажмите пробел, чтобы переключить.
Вот еще звук убавить.
Сейчас я убавлю.
Так прям на фоне играло.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. I'm eager to get to Hogs.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard? How did you...
Wait! We do need more.
Hang on! The key! Give me your hand!
Я говорю, Миша, здорово.
Здорово.
Здорово, Миша.
Серег, ты если стримы выкладываешь, выкладывай в другой канал.
You're hurt.
У нас специальный канал есть.
Perhaps a bit.
У нас же специальный
Take
канал
this.
есть.
It's Wiggenweld potion.
Стримы,
That
так и
stuff will hurt
называется.
you in a second.
Повыше.
Просто чтобы не затирать этот общий.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a portkey.
Portkey?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
Так лучше.
Угу.
far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Where do you suppose...
Во-первых, а тебя не слышно практически на стриме.
A good question. Miriam spent years
Вообще
searching for
практически нет.
evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Потом меня слышно.
Посмотри. Так лучше меня слышно. Пойдемте, профессор.
Ancient magic?
Yes.
Нет, еще погромче.
Powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have
Ты
been
игру
lost to
потише
time.
сделай, себя погромче сделай, а то меня слышно, а тебя не слышно.
Ну так лучше. Ну, игра так потише сделана.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient
Что,
magic.
у тебя задержка просто.
I don't know
задержка
where
не
she
есть,
came
но,
into
к
possession
сожалению,
of the
неотъемлемая
portkey,
часть.
but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Sir,
Ну
how
да,
is your
нормально.
wife
Сейчас
searching for
более-менее.
evidence of lost magic?
То есть он...
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do.
Мои часы это не
But
одна
magic
вечер,
is no
немножко,
different than any
поэтому
power.
вот
What
он
really
стримил
matters
продолжать
is the
пока
one
выходные.
who wields it.
Так, и что ты
Is
хочешь?
that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Готово.
Excellent!
Угу. Понятно. Ну, катаемся.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Вот так и будем бегать с палочкой, интересно.
Ah, up there.
Да вы что, профессор?
We're close now. It's just ahead.
Ну и сейчас это закон жанра, кто-нибудь вылетит.
Steady yourself. Reparo!
Сейчас наши заклинания стали заморачиваться, да? Окей, ладно. Ничего страшного.
Almost there.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Ну да, конечно. Так. Так, пойдем.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Чё? Вы проходцами.
What in Merlin's name?
Опа.
Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
А, тут сам гоблин.
Hello?
Как показывает практика, лучше не будить человека, иначе он будет сейчас ворчать. В нашем случае это
It
гоблин.
can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close.
А что звонить, если в кафе?
Я не увидел.
After you.
Я просто...
Ага, еще только после нас. Ну ладно.
Да, здорово, да,
Здорово, Люк.
сообщение можно удалить, да. Хорошо, это в общем. Ну, стримы отдельный канал. Туда скидывать, если что. Не засырять это.
Ну, я уже сказал Сереге.
Да.
Он просто не видел.
А, ну это вы удалили уже. Спасибо.
Да, из общего мы удалили, да.
Или удалил, потому что я...
И да, всем привет, кто у нас.
Один человек, да?
Не, запись сейчас будут смотреть и тоже потом увидят.
А сколько, Серега?
5 человек сейчас.
Ну, это уже прогресс. Честно, не, ну, блин, я...
Даже 6.
Пугать Атлантик говнище неуправляемое.
It's a security measure. Experienced the thief's downfall
before,
have you? Heard of it?
Что лайки не ставим? А ну-ка быстро все лайк прожали, кто смотрит трансляцию.
Электрогелик. Братан. Ой, электрогелик, говорю, электрокамера.
Вы мотивируете просто человека делать вам стримы, контент. Без лайков. Ну да, без лайков не будет никакого контента для вас. Вы мотивируете, чем больше лайков, тем больше контента делать для вас. Чем чаще контент. Без лайков.
Давайте, ну да, лайков.
Без лайков не будет никакого контента для вас. Вы мотивируете, чем больше лайков, тем больше контента.
Я молчу, контент просто. 3
лайков.
Давайте,
ну
5
да,
лайков.
без лайков не будет никакого контента для вас. Вы мотивируете, чем больше лайков, тем больше
контента. Переходить, я молчу, опять размер РП, это не реклама.
Да, если
S2.
что, да, там можете нас найти, поможем, чем сможем.
Покупайте
Вот,
наши
а
препараты.
сейчас пока давайте насладимся вечерним просто ночной игрой, потому что
Combat that god was
хочется
wearing his glove.
чисто почилить
Like
и
the coins are on the
расслабиться.
porky container.
Почили, чиль в Евротраке.
That same glove.
Да-да-да.
Ну, слушай,
What
ГТС
was
тоже
that?
будет.
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
Ау.
He watched
ГТС
over
тоже
the
будет,
oldest section
особенно
of the
в
bank.
режиме онлайн,
Rare anyone
на
goes
ТД.
there anymore.
Ребят, вы напишите в комментариях, там сейчас в чате, если кто-то хочет, кому что нравится, какой жанр, то есть, что бы вы хотели, чтобы я постримил, то есть, как бы, вопросов нету.
Here we are.
Заказывайте, ребят, по мере возможного буду делать.
Ужастики, фазмофобию.
Не, давайте так.
Аллах.
Ужастики это не мой конек, поэтому, ребят, я не Куплинов, я не Бабок.
Ну ты похож очень на Куплинова.
Вот, поэтому сейчас здесь чисто что-то решил давно пройти эту игрушку, хотелось. Вот решил попробовать. Жалко, конечно, что то, что не на плойке, но все.
Да. Да.
Иору за 4 миллиона продают. Ага.
Ну да, я сегодня квартиру купил себе.
О, сразу. А чё это такое?
Кстати, да, ребята, расскажите, как у кого дела за сегодняшний день?
Нормально.
Или рассказывай. Тиму, короче, на лавочке.
Да. Подходит к нам пьяненький мужчина. Представляется Вадимом.
Он прям как в говнище был.
What do you
Да.
suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not
Вот,
sure.
представляется Вадимом. Третий говорит, я тоже Вадим. Второй говорит, Миша. Я говорю, Гарик.
Wait,
Дальше бред у него, который я не понимал.
А ты с нас пустили?
Professor?
А,
that was certainly unexpected.
закрыли дверь за нами.
Let me think.
А что будет дальше?
There must be something
А,
here.
а дальше вы узнаете после короткой рекламы на телеканале СТС.
Yes, a revealing charm.
И тут просто реклама у кого-нибудь. Такая бам, ты такой, ой,
Так,
блин, ванна
давайте
какая.
увидим, что от нас скрыто.
Ready your wand and focus.
Да, ЗАЗ тоже, кстати, неуправляемая фигня. Вот этот кабриолет, который с пропуском. Вообще без управления. Ее продают за 55 миллионов. Жесть.
Ага.
Так, зафиксируйте свою палочку в направлении и двигайте ее по кругу, чтобы...
Серег, зафиксируй свою палочку.
Чтобы выучить заклинание.
Серег. Серег,
Ща, подождите, пожалуйста, ребят.
ты свою палочку зафиксировал?
Ой, начинаются шуточки за 10.
Вообще-то за
ну,
5.
Давайте.
There. I saw
Он не
something.
поворачивает этот
Move
ЗАЗ,
a bit
который...
closer
Да ну
and
его
try
нахрен.
again.
Вообще не поворачивает. Только говнище, блин, едет, нифига не
A
поворачивает.
door. Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't
Откуда
suppose
я
you see a
могу
way
знать?
to...
I
Этот
do,
символ,
Professor.
профессор.
That symbol has the same glow as the
Ah,
one I saw on the
ah.
portkey container.
If what
Ребят,
you can
хотите
see
поржать,
reveals
блядь?
the
В
way
откаты сейчас
forward,
скину.
then
За
I
2
dare say
промика
we
что
are about to
выпало.
discover the secret
Кроме
of this
штанов,
world.
штаны не берем в счет,
Lead the
который на
way.
мне.
Давай-ка посмотрим.
А, Илюх,
Очки тоже не берем.
Илюх, помнишь, ты на джипе катал на том?
This is no
Стоит на
ordinary
бэушке
vault.
3500.
I suspect we will need
No.
to earn our
Ой-ой.
way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out?
Господа,
Do you
мы
think
здесь
На
с
бушке.
вами переместились куда-то.
I do.
На бэушке стоит
To
за
what end,
3500.
I can't say.
Вопрос куда?
Stay close.
А название
There
скажи,
will be no
пожалуйста. Иван.
disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Жопе Гранд Череке СРТ-8.
А, про гонку ты имеешь в виду?
Да. 3500.
Сейчас подъеду, посмотрю его.
Давай, он пока на первом этаже стоит. Рядом с моим доджом.
I see
Ну как
something
рядом?
up ahead.
По диагонали.
What is
Ребят,
it?
заходите, давайте
Glow again.
общаться. То есть,
On
как
the
бы
floor.
комментарии я вижу. Чат тоже, поэтому, ребят, давайте.
Ты еще камеру включи.
Ты расшестаешь.
Вы на стриме попросите его включить камеру, пожалуйста.
Не-не-не, ребята, камера, вы идетесь, пока еще рано.
Are you all right? Yes, sir.
Если это видео
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
Лайков.
That statue.
Да, не так.
What statue?
10 лайков.
Хотя бы
I see some sort of
500 лайков,
statue,
то
but
вопросов
only as a
нет.
reflection in the
То,
floor.
может быть, на следующем стриме я включу.
Может быть, говорит.
Но
Может
опять
быть.
все зависит от вас и только от вас.
Илюха, RS6
There
стоит, да,
must
у
be
тебя.
something to that
Какая же
reflection
она
you see.
прикольная.
М4. Ой, третий
I
универсал.
presume this is what you saw
Нет,
reflected in
RS6.
the floor.
RS6.
It is.
А,
The
BMW
reflection's still
full.
there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the
Ребят,
light.
давайте битву. Кто за BMW ставит
Perhaps
лайк,
you should cast
кто
a
за...
loss.
Дизлайк.
кто за этот... как он называется, за японцев ставит, короче, в комментах палец вверх. То есть, типа,
Где он стоит, я не вижу.
Люмас.
иди сюда, иди сюда, иди сюда.
Мы
Ты меня видишь?
выключили с вами заклинание
Нет, я
Люмас.
тебя не вижу.
Назад посмотри.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning
Ну
towards
ничего
the
это такое.
Это все с пробиком выпало.
Ой-ой.
Вот.
А, вот он.
Так, он встал, рыцарь.
А, он только
Подожди,
Так,
подожди.
один страж, второй страж, третий страж. Ребята, вы помните, как в финальной битве?
Protego.
Смотри, он погоски выставил. А, нет, не погоски. Почти. Он меньше погоски выставил. Погоски начали выглядеть.
А он без ДТшек. ДТшки не...
Есть прикол? Я бы взял бы. Я поменялся.
Да, но он... Аким не одобрил. Ну, если я возьму, то это половину не одобрил. Вот залог читаю. Ну да, спроси сначала на то. Обмен. Обмен читали.
Здорово, это джип продаешь, да, еще? У тебя он за 300. Слушай, а тебя не интересует обмен на Hellcat Dodge? Dodge Hellcat. Ну он тоже 4 ляма где-то стоит.
Lumos.
Можно?
Так,
Давай тогда на бэушке
Профессор.
встретимся с тобой.
Professor
ребята,
На это.
я вас
Профессор.
попрошу,
Да-да-да.
если вы там в игре
This is
что-то,
good.
какие-то мероприятия
Where am I
делаете,
supposed
то
to go?
будьте добры, пожалуйста, хотя бы собьютесь.
What's happening?
Все, я тебя понял, я не успел заметить. Сорян.
Ну,
Сорян.
все нормально, все нормально.
Он просто ответил быстрее, чем я заметить хотел.
That's where they're leading. They're glowing. Lumos. Revelio. Suppose I'm on my own this time.
Так, один.
Он тоже снял его с бушки.
Да, я свой тоже. Ну я его вижу, я за ним еду на скейте, он тоже на скейте.
А, понял.
I need to align
А
these
где мой?
statues with their
А,
reflections.
понятно, не так, понятно.
Seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Блин, почему я не думаю, что
Обмен имуществом. Обмен имуществом. Богатый.
Вот мы еще.
Ничего не забыл забрать. Подожди. Подожди. Там вещи. Он говорит, какие-то забыл. Можешь отдать? А, все, бля.
Ну ладно, халявные удочки, чё.
Так главное, что удочек забыл, а не больше.
Удочки, мост, блин.
Ребят, если вам мешает Discord, то вопросов нету. Как бы,
Не.
напишите об этом.
Да, напиши.
Будем решать.
Олег, что скажешь?
Поздравляю с покупкой.
С обменом.
Так,
Ну да.
мы что-то нашли.
Я в плюсе, ты понимаешь? Я в плюсе.
Ну,
Мой додж в ГОС стоит 2. А его додж стоит, этот джип в ГОС стоит 4.
There you are.
ну он пока что он в плюсе. У тебя ДТшный
What
полностью.
is this place?
Он его продаст сейчас за больше денег.
But I found this floating above that.
Ты еще будешь вкладываться в него.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories.
Так.
Не, ну так-то да, ты вложишь. Тебе вкладывать еще надо на ДТшки. Понимаешь, что ДТшек нет.
Уверен?
Бля, ты серьезно?
Ты ж
Только
хотел.
я не заберу, у меня
А никто
14
сейчас не
машин.
смотрит стрим.
Follow
прикинь.
my lead.
А?
Никто не смотрит стрим.
Ай-яй-яй.
Поехали, надо тачку эту продать. Оставь его тут. Оставь.
Я смотрю.
Нет, только на ничей. Разрешено. Поехали.
Ай-яй. И чё?
Бля, понял. Сейчас, ладно.
Perhaps too well.
Ладно, я понял.
I wonder if the path we've created may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see
Кстати, рюкзак
traces of
видел, да?
ancient magic as I
Подожди.
can. Your
Я не
ability to
забагуюсь?
see what others cannot will
А,
not
давай,
be
сейчас я
enough,
тебя
person.
подвезу.
We are entrusting
тебя
the one who
подвез,
embarks on
подарит.
this path with powerful
Да.
secrets, with
А,
knowledge
понял.
others will do anything to obtain. Yes.
Я твой
And
должник.
if we are correct, Charles, the
I'll
ritual
be.
wizard who completes the trials will have proven
Как
themselves
заработать,
worthy
я
of
тебе
that
дам.
knowledge
Потом костюм.
and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Акимка зашел.
We've done all that we can.
Аким зашел, чтобы купить у меня ролл за 15 лямов.
Скажет, иди ты нахуй.
Аким Алексеевич, вечер добрый.
Нет. Аким, он согласился тогда.
That's
Ну, он
what you
подумать
see.
дал, вроде. Ну ладно, молчу.
Ну, я дал время
That
подумать.
surrounded
Вот,
them.
я зашел
Yes,
сейчас.
sir.
Так.
Аким,
Astonishing
размьюйте.
Can I
Да он
see?
смотрит стрим,
Magic.
отстаньте от человека.
traces of an ancient magic, to be precise.
Ну, я так сразу говорю, то, что если
The magic
что,
that
Аким
Miriam
замьючен, микрофон выключен.
Always
Я
believed
вижу.
existed,
А ты что хочешь слить-то, Илю?
but could never.
Сейчас посмотрим,
Миш.
что буду сливать.
Miriam,
Я тебе сейчас в
perhaps
личку
George,
просто скину, чтобы
died
ты
in
понимал,
pursuit
как
of
это
knowledge that has
выглядит.
been dormant for centuries.
Так я же
Нет,
смотрел
нет,
твой
нет.
стрим.
And
Нет,
you,
ты не
it
понял.
seems,
Я имею в
are the
виду,
key to understanding
почему я
why
вижу.
we were.
Вот у меня сейчас, вот, в данный момент времени,
Someone's coming.
вот так. Всё.
I
Некуда добавлять друзья.
sir,
О, друзья.
Лови. Гоблин опять.
was right.
Кто скинул? А.
Ranrock.
А.
Seems my reputation precedes
Это на
me.
втором экране.
I
Да.
was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit
Я
Rackhamsville.
понял.
And why are you here?
Продал
No
бокс
need
Принц
for
на
that.
200 тысяч процентов.
Just
Ты кончился, что ли,
Give
вообще?
me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones
Есть такие
be
люди, да.
bygones.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Дальше мне в руке.
Choose
Ага,
your
снежок
next
вижу.
words wisely.
I
А что ты хочешь
I only meant that
слить-то? Может
the
мне отдать на
instructions to
время?
Vault 12 were quite clear.
Да.
Sir, I must insist.
Я вот и
I
думал,
was to
что
grant
из этого.
access only to one with the key, and you did terrible.
Нет.
I have no patience
Да
with
вообще.
traitors.
Да, 14 тач.
Now,
Да я вот этот думаю вообще.
where were we?
А с автозвуком?
I'm not giving you
Автозвуком оставлю. Пока оставлю.
Well,
Я понял.
perhaps your young
Тут
friend
на
here
машина
will be
на
more helpful.
4. Да, на 4.
Чё ты, чё ты? Ох, нифига себе.
Как гвоздь.
Да. Короче, вот этот сейчас вот туда.
Если вот это страж.
Ой, Илюх, ща.
Ребят, если хотите зайдите, посмотрите. Охренеть. Вот это просто страж как страж.
Сейчас вернусь.
Are you all right?
Телепортнулись.
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
А, то есть мы уже добрались до Хогвартса. Прикольно. Ну да, вот он, легендарный поезд, отходящий с платформы 9,3. Вы только посмотрите на этот зал. Интересно, начинаешь себя чувствовать волшебником. Интересно, а куда нас распределят? Все-таки.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but
В смысле, кого
that seems more
распределят?
appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Акимыч, ты решил зайти на стрим, просто посмотреть?
Ready for the sorting ceremony?
А,
Я просто проснулся, что надо, наверное, ковки вот эти выключить.
какой-то новый директор.
Промили зафармил, а Михрендер-то куда, блядь, свалил?
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
Да.
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
И он класс сварил, блядь.
Окей. Легендарный зал. Я
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome.
И
You're
дальше
just in
шляпа.
time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Давайте-ка
I'm
вот
looking
так вот.
forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Ну, давайте. Отвага, верность. Бля. Даже не знаю, ребята. Ну, давайте, пусть будет
A sense of
отвага.
adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. Undaunted by the unknown. Willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
А, то есть нас определили в Гриффиндор. Окей.
Better be Gryffindor!
Идет под стопами Гарри Поттера. Вот так вот круто. И тут опять лежит.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
О, ну вы что, ну как же без Квиддича?
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic
Да,
futures.
что такое?
I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
Oh.
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Ну, после таких слов как раз приходит, хочется надеяться, что все будет спокойно, но не думаю.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Так, а что нам дает Т? То есть гостиная наверху, окей.
Now, which way is the common room?
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Revelio.
That girl thinks she can get away with it.
Still not working. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh.
Это что-то типа...
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
I thought about transferring to both batches
Nelly,
just to get away
anything.
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling. And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat. Not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
Most of us arrive via train,
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Going to harvest some knotgrass from the green. I would really like someone to try it. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference fundamentally between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may
Даже
have.
уровень доверия
Walk with
вырос
me
до
and we shall put it to
95.
the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Так что ладно,
I
пошла
certainly
опять
would have
дальше.
appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Давайте мы с вами откроем руководство.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Вот здесь можно вот так даже быстро перемещаться нам. Очень
And
интересно.
here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
That's the last time I have a potion idea that I don't.
Got.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, it stood. Now, well done.
Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego! This should be easy. Levioso, those things. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
All of my students were this adept.
Так, Слизерину надрали жопу.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class,
nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Так, ну что мы?
Ладно, Серега.
Давай. Доброй ночи.
Мать, тебе тоже спокойной ночи. Не болей.
Угу, давай.
Вере привет.
Угу.
Revelio.
can't imagine how inconvenient.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me! I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio, relinquish your charm. Splendid! Not to worry. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles up, that's it! Don't lose your composure. Very good. Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What's this? Phew.
Accio.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Excellent control there.
Here we go. Yes!
Accio.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. Phew.
Accio.
Not to worry.
Watch this. There we go.
Splendid!
Be sharp. Yes!
Accio.
Well done.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Ну, все равно. Для первого раза. Понятно. Очень интересная игра. И профессор в целом. Посмотрим, что дальше будет.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it. The mist was so thick, I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course.
A word, if you would.
Humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio. Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. Wonder where the flying page is. Revelio. Revelio.
Levioso. Levioso.
Accio. Got it. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Accio! Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Levioso!
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on? See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely. To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students. Oh, hence the name. Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it.
I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. and a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you.
Получим палочку, сделал все, что здесь требуется, и уже мы будем закругляться.
Да, всем пока, кто был на стриме.
Илюш, ты тут. Я думал, я один здесь.
Не, ты не один.
Понятно.
Блин, Снежок потратил один, единственный.
Сейчас выбирай палочку Снежок.
Хорошо. Ты скажи, когда перестанешь сметанить? Ты уже перестал сметанить?
Сметанить?
Да, ну по РП сметанить.
То есть?
Стримить.
Почему? А, ты имеешь в виду это самое? Блин, лучше бы дали возможность выбрать самому себе палочку.
А, любом.
This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated.
Жидкостью водка.
Where are you? Perhaps you?
Прошу прощения. Так, что следующее? 3 зарплаты получить, книгу надо выводить. А, водку выпить. Понял.
А, мне ром надо еще взять. Мне тут, короче, ром и водка. Купить и выпить.
Ну что, бухаемся?
Я тут решил рыбу-вампира скушать.
Чё, как?
Без эффекта.
Кости, надо выиграть деньги. Купить вейп. Понятно. Какие они ж дорогие эти вейпы.
How intriguing.
Я сейчас перекурю. Толян, если что, поставил.
Сейчас посмотрю дальше.
Водка. И ром. А, мне не хватает. Да косарь.
Сейчас, да.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
Так, а что я купил-то? Ну, если 960. Дай 16 баксов. Пожалуйста.
16 баксов чисто?
Да, чисто 16 баксов.
Слушайте, если можете, зайдите, посмотрите, какую палочку выбрать.
Чё? Я если переключусь, мне кажется, меня выкинет из игры.
А в чем отличие у них?
Ну, это просто дизайн.
О, я пьяный, Илюх. В жопу пьяный.
Вот такую бы. Только, наверное, вот так вот.
Можно и так.
Или все-таки вот так. Сейчас.
Мне почти
Или
там
вот так вот.
не выпали.
Сейчас. Вот он.
Прикинь.
Вот. Ты только первый, пока выше. Там, которая у тебя была наверху, вот.
Вот это?
Не. По квадратикам слева нажми. Да зачем? Вот это. Вот. Да, вот, я смотрю, да. Темно-коричневая называется.
Извините, обслужить банкомат — это разные, да, вещи ведь?
И вот так вот черный, да, ее?
Починить и обслужить, да, это разные вещи. Не, вот второй вариант, посередине, который ты оставил, вот посередине, да, правильно, последний. Что
так, ну, здесь мы ее сделаем упругой. Дракона.
What do you think?
Так, сейчас скажу. Пожарка нужна.
Понял, где-то.
Extraordinary.
15 сломанных телефонов с камером. Ой, это долго.
Да, это очень долго.
А 10 вызовов на пожарке тоже долго, да?
Now,
Не знаю,
да?
Good.
относительно.
Different. I
Я
sense a
уже не
sort of
помню, пожалуйста.
surge of some kind.
a match.
Там
Your
просто
connection
еще
seemed particularly powerful.
разгрузить 10
The right
мусоровозов.
wand will learn from you, just as you learn from
Купить
it.
абонемент.
I'm eager to try it out.
И
I
заказать.
would
Мусоровозы
imagine
долго.
so.
Мусоровозы еще
A
дольше.
wand with a dragon heartstring core is
Абонемент
capable
это
of
можно
dazzling magic.
оформить.
And the bond between you and your
Абонемент
wand
мне
should
0
only grow
Мне важно
stronger.
снять бабки, да?
Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions,
Такая же фигня
particularly
была.
in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr.
Хотя до сих пор.
Ollivander.
I'll let you get
Ну,
to it.
текстурки
Do come and
прогружаются.
see me again
Прогружаются.
if ever I can be of further assistance.
Ай, рядом заехал, все, машину понесло.
На пожарке только в гетто.
Ну да.
Угу. Начать работу по одному или в команде?
Одному. Потому что у меня вроде заданий нету. Не, у меня нету этого задания.
Ух ты.
Accio.
Перчатки Supreme.
Well, hello there.
Черные, цена 55 миллионов.
I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me.
Пацан, ты чё?
Ah, the
That's your
dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling
10
from it
вызовов.
all.
10 вызовов
Not at
это...
all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale,
А что за
by the
банк?
way.
Что
And
это
this is my
такое?
shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the carts out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the
Полностью
thick
связь
of things when I'm in the
голосовую.
way inside
Нет,
now,
да,
can I?
голосовую и письменную
suppose not.
блокирую.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants.
Или нет?
Grow
А, не,
everything
голосовую,
myself.
голосовую.
My speciality
Письменную, да,
is
вспомнил,
potion
можно писать, можно
ingredients.
полностью.
Even Pippin purchases
А вот
from me.
голосовую
But
тебе банят,
what say
потому
we
что
get you a
80 минут.
packet
У меня
of
было
different
такое.
seeds?
Херню нес тогда тоже откидывали.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Полностью откидывают. блядь, могу соврать.
Do have a look around. Plenty of
Вообще
ingredients to pique
ничего
your
нельзя
interest,
было
I'd
делать.
wager.
Короче, это... Короче, чат.
Ну да, есть с голосовой связью тоже. Я, по-моему, тоже говорить не мог ничего. Ну, короче, 3 часа просто ты не мой просто.
МГ.
Так,
Первый раз я вижу.
Денег здесь нету. Поэтому пока мы немножко бомжи.
Это я первый раз вижу этот за МГ, чтобы кто-нибудь откинул. Блин, что так далеко ехать-то?
Сейчас замечу все время.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station.
Продают за
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want.
Короче, не захотели покупать, ну и ладно.
А.
Let's look
За
at what we
транспортер
have,
хотел
shall we?
продать, не захотели.
А ты где ты предлагал что?
Нет, я в казино предлагал.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Так, ну, два рецепта мы взяли. Зелье.
А за сколько ты его хотел продать?
За 20.
А радипытное изделие за сколько можно продать? Тоже за 20, да, где-то?
Два транспортера за 25 продам. Да, да, оба по сотке. Давай, да. Это информация скрытная, ребят.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Все равно информацию не скажу.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well,
Такая проблема.
Harry Pippin at your service.
Я
And this
застрял.
is J. Pippin's Potions.
Да мне просто
Potions
толкнуть
for
надо.
all ailments. You'll always get on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
Какая Хогвартс?
You're the student she sent the
Ну
owl
да,
about.
вообще
I
да.
set your things aside immediately.
Просто
I suspected if you're
сорян,
anything like I was at your
у
age,
меня боевой
you'd
пропуск
want
горит.
your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand. I've
Не
always
помогает
said.
вообще ничего, да?
Potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are
Толкните,
just as
пожалуйста.
powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this
Ты
soon
понял,
enough.
где я стою? Да?
As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell.
I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
А опять пацан продает 1390 ключей.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Уже по 350.
Было по 450 вначале, а потом сейчас по 350.
Ну, лишь бы только продать, получить деньги уже.
Я ему, знаешь, сколько готов предложить за них? 149 рублей ключик. 200 тысяч. Не больше.
Ну да, только так.
С учетом того, что сейчас X3. О, спасибо.
Да, пожалуйста.
Чуть не влетел.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Извиняюсь, но...
Excellent. Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get.
Так, а что там? Фигня, короче, это быстрее выполнить можно. И получить охренеть много. Правда, ехать далековато, да, согласен.
Какого-то времени поднимется будет это.
Еще его переворачивают очень сильно. И хреново, знаешь что, то, что когда ты подъезжаешь к пожару, у тебя начинает тормозить. А может там большой.
What was that?
Нам нахрен.
A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done.
На своем скутере не догонят никогда в жизни.
Еще раз. Давайте попробуем еще раз.
Продает бэху универсал за 21 миллион. Чувак, дорого, блин.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now.
Дорого. Слишком
Let's see
дорого.
what else we can get up to.
Я знакомился, меня влетел, короче, идеально. Притягнулся в этот момент. Вот на Мартине просто вылетел туда.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually.
Ну, ты внутри и идем от 4 лайк. Я чувствую, что только 3.
Potato. What was that?
Не, Тёма, он мне хотел по 300 тысяч отдавать. Я говорю, не-не-не, ты сейчас очень долго это. Как это ДС, короче. Как только так сразу. Он мне сразу почему как мне это сказал. Да, сам тоже сказал. Не отдать. Нет, он чтобы продать гелий.
Ох ты ж.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you. Again.
А игра такая, ага, конечно, ты хрен знает тебе, да? Да. А как припарковать тачку? КРП.
Внутрь заезжаешь и...
А если она крашится?
Надо 2000 пешком.
А, чтобы типа крашнуло и потом перезайти за второй раз она крашится.
Да, и тачка будет стоять рядом с картой.
За это перепарковать рядом на куда-нибудь. А потом перепарковать на это.
Я
сейчас на Гранчелок подъехал.
Багажник, кстати, у этого джипа не смотрел. Забыл.
Скажу.
Да я смотрел, я даже что-то вспоминал, что его не помню, что было. Я на жижу себе взял, конечно, слишком жестко. Там тяжку 2 делаешь, все, и такой...
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
До промика сколько?
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state. I was happy to help. Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own gladiators, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
А еще как костюм
Thank you,
смерть
Mr.
косой.
Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
Воу-воу-воу, не лагай, играйте, прошу.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Только не горите мне то, что я застрял здесь, а? Какой ж ты не... Хорошо, что здесь бернаут можно делать на любой тачке.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items, should you be inclined.
You're most welcome. Use my shop at your ease. Hello there. Come on in and have a look around. No touching.
А ты играл в Хогвартс, получается, да?
Что, я?
Ага.
Стримы видел, не играл. Только стримы видел.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there.
Слушай, за такую цену можно и купить.
Fiona, she's a good one to know.
Блин, там кооператива нет.
Чё?
Да, сюжет покупать я не вижу смысла.
За 100 рублей-то?
А, 100 рублей. А сколько это в тенге?
Я просто на GSL купил.
Я через тенге могу купить любую игру.
Не, я купил оффлайн аккаунт.
Я понял, я имею в виду. Я в
Steam
могу
take down your
купить
distraction.
любую игру, которую нет в России.
Еще
Только
раз.
в тенге.
What are you not
Я
telling
понял
me?
тебя, Серег.
Ну, я
понял.
не знаю, сколько она стоит там. В Steam я знаю, сколько она стоит вот на GSL.
Администратор заглушил голосовой чат Илья Месси на 1 минуту.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily
Прикольно, да?
Prophet. I knew I'd seen him
На
somewhere.
1 минуту заглушили чат. Причина
Quickly,
фикс.
let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one.
1 минуту.
Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Не, по песку он едет 45. Да,
Was
это
that
40, да,
Lodgok I
реально.
saw leaving just now?
Так 43-45.
Your clientele's
По
not
дороге
used
по
to this
песчаным он едет
Not to worry,
45,
Victor.
а
Once the two of you
по
leave,
песку
the
просто
caliber
по
of my
песку он
clientele will
45.
greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Бенсон продает.
Ну да.
Ну что, ребята.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood?
Рядом
What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
Кто-то к тебе на ней приезжал?
And on that note, I
А,
think
нет,
we
она
should head back to the castle.
Рассказала, она
Rebellion.
О, прям два маршрута прямо рядом находятся. Неплохо.
Ну да, все разбитое стоит. Ну, почему-то. Просто всегда на мне.
Да из нее, из Карпы выезжаешь, уже разбитая.
Ну да. У меня даже резу.
Непривычно, да, Илюх?
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that.
2600
Didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Надо было так сделать.
Я ее тоже чинил в ЛСК, а потом понял, что да лучше бы я механика взял бы. Чем мне мешает проехать? А, кардан, блин, валяющийся на полу тут. Понимаю. Прикинь, тут кардан валяется. Ну, вот это вот не кардан, а ходовка, короче. Вот это вот. Чисто колеса, которые.
Так, это вот наш первый день не заканчивается. Поэтому, что я могу сказать? В принципе, интересно. Вот, ребят, давайте мы с вами будем завершать. То, что время уже 2 часа ночи, поэтому давайте-ка мы с вами поставим, посмотрим очки. Сейчас, секундочку. Поэтому всем могу сказать следующее. Продолжение будет. Вот, надеюсь, что... почта. Почта пришла, давайте-ка мы с вами. А давайте мы ее в следующий раз почту прочтем. На этом, наверное, я предлагаю завершить. Вот. Всем удачи. Всем пока. Это будет наш первый, но не последний стрим по Хогвартсу. С вами были мои друзья. Гарик, Миша.
Да, всем пока.
Все, всем покеда. Всем до новых трансляций. И доброй ночи. У кого ночью. Ну, либо хорошего дня, у кого день. Все, всем чао.
Ау.